Alrighty guys, so I'm actually going to kind of condense this. I was going to try to get some exterior shots, but unfortunately somebody was like kind of cracked out on the corner, and then another person was like just kind of weird. Like it was just a person you didn't want to be around. So basically speaking, I did a consumption test on the 2024 Mazda CX50 Premium. This is the non-turbo engine. And you'll notice that the average it's telling me is 25.6 miles per gallon, traveling 354.8 miles. I just left the gas station putting 14.45 gallons of gas in the tank. And I am actually really happy to report that my figures were really close. After doing the division, I got 25.2 miles per gallon when it came to the fuel consumption test on this vehicle. So what I'm proud to say is that it sounds like with Mazda, this is actually the closest vehicle I've had to the fuel consumption almost matching what the car is estimating. So that's pretty fantastic. I'm pretty happy about that, considering my Hyundai was a little off. I was about maybe 1 or 2 miles per gallon short. You can go back and look at that video, which has a little bit more spread out, but again, I did not go ahead and do any of this outdoors because the gas station was a bit sketch and I was just like not having it. So I'm resetting my trip computers just because I do that every single time, but I'm happy to report a 25.2 miles per gallon was my last, and that was mixed and mixed city and highway driving, mainly highway. But one thing to consider is that my commute is not necessarily a straight like shot. It's going to be a mixture of city and traffic, but also on the same token, hills are actually pretty common with me going into Boulder City, Nevada. Oh, I like the steering of the CX50, but sometimes it's a little harder when you're making a U-turn with one hand. The wheel just wants to recoil back. It was fixed in the newer models, by the way, but God forbid they offered me an update, I would refuse it because I love the steering on this car. It's just sometimes I have to really muscle it to keep it going the same direction. But car is doing very well. With that, you know, it's due for a service at 15,000 miles. At 15, not in 15. I would never, ever, ever let my car go that long without an oil change. You would have to literally induce brain damage for me to do that. But 15,000 mile service is coming up soon. But I mean, one thing I will say is this car has been nothing but a gem. I absolutely just love it. But I wanted to do that fuel consumption test to show you, you know, there is a little bit of inaccuracy, there's a little bit of a deviation, but this car is pretty spot on with a lot of things. Even the EPA ratings, I mean, I've gotten up to 31, 32 miles a gallon on this car when EPA is rated at 30, so the vehicle does very well, and I love the fact that it gets great mileage with having all-wheel drive. You don't see that a lot in vehicles unless it's a Subaru or a Mazda. If I were to keep my Tucson, wow, you're a jerk, and then the Tucson, you know, having all-wheel drive, oh my gosh, I probably wouldn't even get 20 miles a gallon in that thing. So this vehicle does very well. I'm really happy with it. But with that, folks, yeah, that's my fuel consumption test, 25.2 miles per gallon, and the car estimated me 25.6, so I have to say, pretty good. 0.4 miles per gallon off is not bad. So I'm hoping this helped, and I will catch you guys soon. Have a good one.